It's Tashina. I'm gonna get right into it because I actually done a lot of studying last night and today. I wrote 3 pages in my journal, so we are about to dive in. I can't see. I'm gonna take this background off, but we are about to dive in because I want to talk about it. Today was a very special day, as always. Go ahead and share my screen. It is 4:03. Tuesday, September 30th. We are entering into quarter four, y'all. Okay, so where do I even begin? So if you guys are aware of Earn Your Leisure on YouTube, Ian Dunlap, Troy Millens, and Rashad Bilal, that is who I follow for stock trades and for education and information. So last night was this Market Monday Live. Here it is. This is my go-to people, okay? They drop gems in, and this show is the reason why on my personal account, I am investing. I bought and held, and my percentage is through the roof, okay? I am very satisfied that God placed these men in my life to understand this is how I want to get started in learning the stock market. However, when it comes down to day trading, if you're not in their paid internship, it's kind of difficult. So in this video from yesterday, I wrote down a list of bunch of tickers I am interested in. I'm only going to name 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that I had put an active order in. I only executed 3 of them today, and the other 4 is for later on. All right. So let me go to my Thinkorswim. You can see all my working orders I placed in and what I've done today. I was active today. Okay. So first and foremost, I'm also excited too because I am in different industries. So I got consumer staples, tech, AI, fintech, and healthcare ETF. Okay, so I'm gonna go in order. Costco, my Costco order executed. So, excuse me. I previously, this is not from Earn Your Leisure. This was me from last week. I had bought Costco at 50 shares at 908.59 and another 50 shares at 904.40. I set a OCO order, one cancels other, to either sell 25 shares if it goes below my stop loss of $900 or to sell all 100 shares at $929.60. As you can see here, later on today, and I should have held, but nonetheless, I got out of fear, but I had sold at $927.60. So I was actually getting my nails done, and I checked the chart. This is today. Things were booming, but what made me fear myself, and this is still me trying to be an intraday trader, so I'm not too upset, but if I was to hold, I would have trusted more, right? But I was seeing all these fair value gaps. There is more. Like there's one here. I'm like, oh, one day or one time it's gonna drop. Like sellers are pushing. Sellers are pushing. I heard a notification. So I got in fear. I was like, oh, I think it was like 420. Yeah, during this ticker, 927, I had got out at 927.60. But then I went back and I see it closed at downtrend. Why is it like this? It closed at 925.60. So I still could have kept my 929 and made full profit, but I mean, hey, I still made profit from 904, 908 to 927. That's huge profit. So let's do that math because I have yet to do so. So 904.40 times 50 gives you 45,220, and then 908.59 times 50 is 45,429 and 50 cents. So I'm going to take those two numbers, add them together, $9,649.50. Then I'm going to take my sale price of $927.60 times 100. So then that number minus that number minus 9649.50. 9649.50. Oh, Sheena, what are you doing? 9649.50. There we go. So with Costco, I made $2,000, $2,110. Profit. Made more, but profit for my whole day. That's what we made. Okay. So that's it with Costco. What's next? Now the rest of these stocks are what I got from Earn Your Leisure. NVDA. What did I do for NVIDIA? So with NVIDIA, I didn't actively trade because I was back and forth between 3 tickers today. But NVIDIA, I do have a buy limit order. Ian Dunlap did, said that his entry would be at 163.50. So I was active while Ian and Rashad and Troy were asking like, what about this ticker? What about this ticker? And from the other audiences as well. So I wanted to make sure if I wanted to add that to my watch list. So Ian said NVIDIA 163.50. So I scroll all the way down, and don't quote me, but I believe they said these prices may hit around April of next year. So I have an order for good until canceled. I have a sell side liquidity at 164. So just imagine all the way down there, like NVIDIA dropping all the way down there. Okay, cool. This is my investment entry, okay? I only have 10 shares I wanted to purchase for investment. I will still trade NVIDIA daily, intraday trade, but this price I'm keeping for an investment for next year because I actually might do this personally, just buy and hold on my personal account versus paper trading because I still may be paper trading next year through April just to be comfortable because I want to work with bigger numbers on paper and work with smaller investments with my real money. I can invest real money, trade in real money right now. Don't do it. Don't recommend it. Okay, NVIDIA, that's NVIDIA. SOFI. I had put a position. SOFI is just a small trade. I put in think this was an imbalance right here. Oh, no, that's a fair value gap. So I entered SOFI at $27 even, right here. And LCO, I said buy, I think 100 shares was so cheap. Yeah. Buy 100 shares at $27, which it did execute. That's why I'm actively in my position right here. Then sell at 27.52, which is mid-range up in here. So that's my active. Next one, Robinhood. I love me some Robinhood. Robinhood makes good investments. I have Robinhood in my personal account. That's one of the, when Ian Dunlap, if you guys watch on your leisure, when he says, if I made you money, please put yes in the chat. I put yes in the chat for Robinhood. Robinhood is great. That is your free tipper. Disclaimer, this is just for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please do your own research, learn, invest, investigate, and any profit that you make has nothing to do with me. Any profit that I make has nothing to do with you. Let's make our own money. Let's make our families happy. Let's make ourselves happy so we can make other people happy. My Gemini ways are coming out. I'm sorry, y'all. Robinhood. Next page. Oh, Robinhood, I just did a same thing, 10 shares to sell at, to buy at 116. Why does it keep doing that? At 116.55. Let's go to the hood. 116 is here. Makes sense if it was to drop. And it's been here recently, mid-September. So, cool. I would still day trade Robinhood for quick money. Like, nope, it filled right there. I'll say that's a huge fair value gap here. So it's bound to come down. Yeah, it makes sense. There's some fair value gaps need to be filled. Let's go ahead and do that live. Remember, when it's a bull fair value gap, it's the top of the first candlestick, bottom of the third. Bearish fair value gap is the opposite. It would be bottom of the first candlestick, top of the third. That was not an example. I was just saying. Like this would be, boom. Bottom, top. Very small, but you can see that candlestick took it. All right. I'll just leave that there for now because I know what it means. I'm going to see. I think it's the XLV. I got different color boxes. I like XLV. XLV was nice. Okay. Anyways, Broadcom, same thing. Placed 10 shares here at 292. Let me show you the charts. And they had a good day too. Today was a good day in the market. Everything was up. 292. Ian Dunlap suggests. All right. Next, Palantir. Palantir, same thing, 10 shares at 114.82. Make sure you're in limits, not market, because you don't want to set that price right then and there. All right. Palantir, 114.82. I'm just so happy that I'm finally getting a diverse. Now when I watch Market Mondays, I understand, because I used to just watch just to understand what companies they're doing, but now I get the numbers. This 30 is so beautiful. 114.82. Ooh, that's down there, shawty. I might have to, yeah. Yeah, this, honestly, this train journey got me ready to pay for an upgraded plan, because all these ads, and then you can only see 5,000 bars. I have to look into that. Let's do a 4-hour chart. Okay. 114 around here. So just imagine in between. All right. Lastly, this was my favorite one. This one had me active today. I like XLV. This one right here. I like this one right here. So XLV, I bought 2 shares at $136.60. And I just wanted to test something. I went ahead and sold one. Well, let me go in order. So I bought 2, and then I said, then sell 2, which is, this would have been 2. This was 2. Sell 2 at 142. Let me show you why. I went, by the way, this is what I meant that I was active today. I did my research, because all of these charts, and I looked at more too. I looked at CVS. I looked at Eli Lilly. I'm like, okay, too much now. But when you're looking at a new ticker, looking at the month, daily, I don't too much care for the weekly, but I still end up looking at it just to see how the chart moves. Weekly, daily, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute. I think that was 7. I looked at all of those time frames. Okay. Look, for each. I was studying for a good 2 hours last night, and then another 2 hours before the market opened. I was active today, but I get a better understanding of it. The most important for my strategy, the most important time frames are the 1 month, just to see what the market does and what the company does every month, just for that gist. I wouldn't say that's the top though, but 1 month is important. Daily. I put daily as number 1. You need to look at that to get a gist. Then I look at 4 hours for my imbalances and fair value gaps, because what my strategy is, price will hit that eventually. 4 hours, that's still within a day. Then of course 1 hour, but I don't think 1 hour is too important for me. 15 minutes is important. And then of course 5 minutes is how I put in my trades. But 4 hour and daily, if I don't got those 2, I don't want to trade at all. If I don't look at those 2, I don't want to trade at all. Okay. So monthly, I still look at all of them. So how many is that? Monthly, daily. I'll put weekly over here because I don't care for weekly. Monthly, daily, weekly, 4 hour, 1 hour, 15 minute. Yeah, that was 7, 5 minutes. But those other 5 are important. 2 top most important ones to me, daily and 4 hour. And 5 minute and 15 minute it's no, what's the word? There's no going around that. That's automatically, that's a tactical on me. That ain't going nowhere. Okay. So this healthcare sector, I loved looking at this one. This one was gorgeous. But about my sell side liquidity. I didn't look at the buy side right now, but I will tomorrow because I'm actively trading in there. So yes, I bought the two at 136.60, which was, I'm on 4 hours, yeah, which 136 around here. Oh, let me go low. So you guys see my imbalance, right? My imbalance is the 142 range. That's why I had that I wanted to sell to at 142 right here. But I was like, I just want to go ahead and take profit on one. Now let's drop down. And I did so at, I wrote it down. I did so at 138.92. Yeah, we were up here. I was getting my nails done around here. We was up here. I was like, I just want to go ahead and take profit today. This chart made a lot of fair value gaps. So I might actually buy more when price goes back down here. This was my imbalance. This is where I thought I missed the opportunity to enter too, because when the market opened here, price wasn't in that imbalance. I stepped away and looked at other tickers. Price was already here. I was like, oh my gosh, we shot through my imbalance. Like, price is too heavy. So that's why I went ahead and bought at 136 and then sold one at 138. And I got holding one more so that it can fill that 142 up here. But yeah, that's, as you guys can see, heavy day. And then I got my Costco. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier. I know I talked about Costco, but I don't know if I said I originally had to exit out at 929.60, but I was scared that price was going to drop back down, that I had just sold at 927, which is still profit. That's what we calculated earlier. I still made $2,000. But that was just a reflection that I literally just wrote before I started this video, that just hold. Just hold. But, you know, I didn't want to be, I mean, it wasn't being greedy. I just backed out what I originally planned. But nonetheless, that, and then SPY. SPY. So I had an alert. And I showed you guys how to make an alert on your chart. So, for example, because I don't have one on here, here's my sell profit thing they got on my chart. So I need to put an alert on here for my sell side. I want an alert if it drops below 135. So on Thinkorswim, I'm just gonna, you can either just left click on it and put alert, but it's gonna alert where you click. So create alert at market at or below, what did I say? 135, 136. Yeah, 136. Submit. Got my alert. You see my bell right there. So I have that on SPY to give me an alert if it was ever to cross my price that I had bought a few videos ago. Just a recap, I had bought up here not knowing or looking, being dumb because I didn't know at the time to look at past history. This right here was the highest SPY has ever been in a while or at all. And I bought up here thinking I could do a quick day trade. I went through all of this and eventually sold at 662. So I had a major loss. I lost $350 for that trade. And I was just curious. I was like, will price ever bounce back to what I paid for? And it did today. Here we are today. And I got my alert on my phone. Price went up all the way to 666. It's still a lesson though. But yeah, I put that on there like, just wait. Sometimes you can't intraday trade, especially when you're learning. So just hold and wait. Look how much money you got in your paper. Cash, I got a little under 200K. I'm fine. And I'm not buying one contract like I used to. I just want to make a little profit here and there, But yeah, that's all I did today. It was a lot today. It was a lot, but this is the days I cherish. It was a great day in the market. I hope and pray if you guys are watching this just for pointers that you may profit, whether it's real money or paper money. I hope the real traders and investors may profit too today. Today was great. Today was great. But yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys. Check my notes. Shout out to ICT, Michael from there. That's his brand. And Kristen Alexis, she's on YouTube. Let me show you guys. She doesn't post on YouTube like she does anymore, but she's on Threads heavy. But she has a couple of charting videos. Like you can see, I watched them. She has 2 channels, but yeah, wasn't for her. Honestly, I don't know where I would have been at with this ICT learning method, like this fair value gap imbalance, liquidity, displacements. This is phenomenal. All right, I'm not going to be so long-winded. Stop my share. See you guys tomorrow, Wednesday. Do your homework, okay? This took me 4 hours from last night to this morning before pre-market. You have to study. You have to study. Bye, guys.